Okay folks, welcome back to The Long Dark. It's video number 6 in our series, and it's so hot in here I've had to go and get changed before filming this one. Back to back with number 5, I've actually had to get changed. It's so hot in here. So hopefully my brain will be working slightly better and I will be making a little bit more sense in this video. But here we go. So we are 10 hours of darkness left. We're exactly from where we left off. So I just need to eat a little bit of food just to give me the calories to get through the night. So we may as well eat that. I don't know what I've actually got stored. I possibly need to look. And we may as well drink a little bit as well. May need to make some more water before we go anywhere else. Let me just have a quick look in the cupboard, see what we got. Yeah, we're going to make some more water. We'll do that in a bit when we wake up. So let us sleep probably for 6 hours, see if it'll let us do that. And then I might see if I can light a fire in the dark. I am getting slightly concerned. I've woke up fully rested. 3 hours to go. I am getting slightly concerned with fires because I'm not overburdened with matches. So I am slightly concerned. I haven't got much tinder either, but that's just because I haven't really collected much. You can make it from sticks. So I need to go and do some mass stick gathering, I think, which we're probably going to do in this video, because what I've decided to do is go and have a look for the cache, the prepper cache that we mentioned at the end of video 5. I've got a couple of locations that are sort of on a bit of a circle where it might be, and it also gives us a chance to go and visit one location we haven't been to, which is Alan's Cave, although I don't think very much ever appears in there. It will at least give us a chance to kind of have a nosy round Alan's Cave. Let's just pick up a couple of bits of reclaimed wood and get them on the fire quick before it goes out. Add fuel, add fuel, add fuel. And then we just need to make... I'm going to do 2 litres of water because I think we desperately need it. I think at some stage when I've got one video, I'm probably going to do a mass water boil off and make a load of water. So that I know I've got plenty, I don't need to worry too much about it. I'm going to try not to light fires too much, to be perfectly honest with you. Let's just do another half litre because we've got the time to do it, so we might as well do it. In fact, we might actually have a time to do a full litre. Got time to do a full litre? I think we possibly have. So let's do another half litre. That'll give us a full litre. And we should be able to boil that off. That gives us another litre of water, and I probably won't take it all with me. I'll leave some of it behind. Reduce that carry weight. We've got 2 hours of darkness remaining. We're looking pretty good at the moment. Cool. Okay, so let's just jump. I'm just going to jump back into the bed for 2 hours. That'll just get us through to the morning. There we are, all near enough. Right, so let's just sort our food stashes out. We've not actually got that much. Let's just offload 1.5 litres of water. And I'm going to have to transfer some food the other way. So let's have one of those. We're going to have to be very frugal with our food here, I think. Okay, well, we'll eat. We will eat now. But I'm not planning on eating any more for the near future. Okay, so we're all ready to go. It's just one hour of darkness remaining, but we should be okay to head out there. It should be fine to go out without us having to wait. Hopefully the weather will be alright. It will be cold though, so we'll bear that in mind. Because we've got quite a big swing outdoors to do here, so pick up every single stick that we can lay our mitts on. Early morning mist, but that's fine, that'll clear. Okay, so let's head out. Temperature is -21, so yeah, it is very, very cold. So let's head down. We want to pick up all the cattails that we see. Yeah, we'll have that. Because I need the food and I need the tinder. I'm not sure if these regrow, you know, or whether if they regrow if you leave enough of them behind and they seed, or whether they regrow over time anyway regardless, but it takes a long time. I honestly don't know. So I think I probably need to look that up actually. See if it mentions it anywhere. Oh, are those feathers? Are they feathers? No, they're not. Right, okay, so we'll keep going this way. Keep our eyes open for wolves and other nasty creatures. Okay, now, I know the rough locations where the caches may appear, but I don't know the exact locations. So we're going to have to head there and just do a little bit of walking around in the hope of finding a cache. So it could be interesting. What we're looking for is a hatch. Just a hatch in the ground. They're not very big, so we could very easily miss it. But one location is up here. Up on the side of this hill. So I'm going to head up there. On this side of them, I'm kind of going to go along the ridge and see if we can find anything. I don't know if I can get up this side or if I have to go up the other side. I think I'll probably have to go up the other side actually. So I'm going to have to go down the river access and then sort of double back a little bit. But it's up above this way. Potentially. I'm not sure exactly where, so we're going to have to do a little bit of searching. Keep your eyes open because wolves do tend to appear around here. This is also a good area for rabbits, so if we've got a snare, this is a good place to put it. In this little clearing here around the trees, particularly over at the far side, because the rabbits tend to run around down here. Okay, so we want to head up this way. Hopefully we can get up this hill. I'm just a bit worried about the cold, so I might have to light a little fire in a minute. Just find a sheltered spot up the top here and light ourselves a little fire. Probably want to try and get as high up here as I possibly can. Oh, it won't let me.
Can't feel my feet.
Don't worry, we're going to work on that in a minute. Okay, so where are we? Well, there's the hut. There's the bear. So if it's going to be anywhere, it is going to be up here on the top somewhere. So keep your eyes peeled. We're looking for a hatch. Okay, we're now officially cold. Well, I'm not seeing anything. I don't know if this is exactly the right location. Oh no. Not sure if this is exactly the right location, but I'm not seeing anything. Okay, we're at risk of hypothermia, so I'm going to need to do an emergency warm-up. So let me get ourselves behind a tree. And we shall light a fire.
So cold.
Can I use my magnifying glass? No, it's too dark. No, you're not going to lay down for a bit. We are going to light a fire and we are going to get ourselves warmed back up again. Assuming the fire lights, of course. If the fire doesn't light, we could be completely screwed here. But we have got accelerant, so if it doesn't light this time, I'm going to use the accelerant to get the thing lit. I'm not actually sure how the skill points build up without researching, how long it takes to build the skill points up. I assume it happens every time you successfully complete the task. There we go. Yes, it does.
Thank goodness for that.
Chuck a couple of them on. And we're going to go for some herbal tea. It still feels like -8. Even though I'm standing next to a fire. Okay, we need to drink that tea very, very quickly. Okay. Oh my goodness me. Stuck down. Does that improve it any? Oh my god. Okay, I need to chuck some more. I might have to go for the fur. Because that chucks the heat output up. There we go. That's done the trick. Okay, so I just need to sit here for a little bit. Hopefully it'll keep nasties at bay if any are around. So I just need to try and build up our... I'm going to... Again, not wanting to waste opportunities, let's just make some water. Unfortunately, this fire, I'm not going to sit around here for the whole duration of this fire, because we'll be here forever and a day. So what I'm going to do instead is, we'll just make the 2 litres of water, just so we're not completely wasting the fire. And then I think we're going to have to move on. I'll leave the fire here as a beacon of hope. So there we go. Try not to walk through the fire because you will injure yourself if you do that. Okay, so let's... I think we may have to admit a certain degree of defeat.
Can't feel my hands.
Oh god, we're really cooling down very quickly. As soon as we walk away from the fire there. Yowzers. Okay, I think we'll have to admit a certain degree of defeat here. I don't think the cache is in this location. Oh my goodness. We're getting very cold very quickly. Okay, so I'm going to drop back down. It's quite a steep thing that I'm going down. Okay, we're at risk of hypothermia again. Just trying to injure ourselves as we drop back down. So I'm going to head to Alan's cave, which is just around here, where I will have to light another fire. I knew this was going to be a problem. In many ways I should have waited until I've got better clothing to do this, but ultimately we don't want to be sitting around for an entire video because that's not very interesting. So, okay, got to be a bit careful because the bear will come around here. Luckily there's nothing. That's good. Okay, let's head into Alan's cave, which is just here. It's not an interior location, this. It is an exterior location. And there isn't actually anything really in Alan's cave anymore. Ultimately, well, Alan used to be in here. I'm pretty sure he did, but now, absolutely nothing. But at least it's a little bit warmer. Not a lot, but a little bit. And there's obviously a hunting stand over there. I'm trying to decide whether to light a fire here or light the fire in the hunting stand. I'm going to need to light another fire. There is the option of snow shelter as well, actually. I've never actually done a snow shelter. Oh, I didn't realise that. Well, that's kind of kiboshed that idea. Okay, let's light a fire again. I don't want to burn that. I'm going to use accelerant because I just need this thing to light. There we go.
It worked.
I know it worked. Oh, we're not going to get a long fire here, but anyway, doesn't matter. Right, so let's duck down behind it, and hopefully, oh no, it's not giving us enough heat. This, I'm afraid, is what happens when you're used to playing in the slightly easier mode and you switch over to playing in the very difficult mode. You get caught out by things which are harder. This is one of those things. I need another 6 degrees of heat. I don't know if I can chuck that on there, whether that will give us any more. It does, but not enough. Okay, the only way around this, I think, is bedroll. I can bedroll it. Hopefully. Can I? Please? You're not going to let me, are you? Okay. Bedroll. Jump in the bedroll. For an hour. And hope we don't die while we're in it. And it's good news! We're still alive! And we're no longer at risk of hypothermia. For you. Okay, let's pick the bedroll back up again. Okay. Let's head out to the hunting stand. We're crouching down there, by the way, so it's not as cold out here now, so we're alright. Okay, so let's make our way. Oh, it's still cold out here. Let's make our way over to this hunting stand. Oh, we're gonna get hypothermia before we get back. I just know it.
So cold.
I haven't really got the resources to keep lighting fires at this point. So the rose hips are a medical item. I'm going to gather some of them up. Oh, there's a first aid kit in here. And what else have we got? Let's duck. So we've got a rifle cartridge. We've got... Oh, no, we haven't got anything useful there. What's in the first aid kit? Anything useful? Some antiseptic. And we have a rifle cleaning kit as well, which we will take. Oh, crikey. Okay, so what I think we need to do is make a bolt away from here. I honestly don't know what kind of hypothermia risk. 9%. So I'm hoping we're okay. 9%. So the longer we stay out here, the higher the risk of hypothermia. If we get hypothermia, we could be in real trouble. If I get hypothermia, this could be the shortest one I've ever done. And all because I was too cavalier. Okay, so I probably shouldn't really be stopping and harvesting this stuff because it's cold, but sticks definitely we need. With to stand any hope. Right, I actually need to go back across the water, so yeah, we need to go across the water. And then we kind of need to head up that way. I'm starting to have some very serious doubts about whether we're actually going to stand any chance of finding this cache. This is the northern access to the river. We're going to head up down this way, and we need to head, I believe, up this hill. So I'm going to head up here. Temperature's still minus 20. Our hypothermia risk is now 25%. So we could be in very serious doo-doo here if we can't find something fairly soon. First time I found it, this was the first cache that I found, but the first time I found it was by total accident. I found it when I was trying to find a shortcut back to camp office, and I found it by complete accident. So I'm kind of hoping that we have the same good fortune and we stumble across it again. Is that a nook? Hang on. Okay, we're fairly sheltered up here. Yes, very sheltered. Okay, let's see if I can do yet another fire. I'm obviously a bit short of fuel now, and I've got no accelerant. We're in a spot of bother. Let's put it that way. We're in a spot of bother out here. I probably should have waited till I was slightly better equipped.
Come on.
Before trying this. Come on. Come on. You want a light. You want a light, and you want a light nice and quickly, please. Thank you.
Fire's life out here.
I know it is. Well, we haven't got much of it. And we also don't have much. I mean, that's it. We've used every bit of fuel we've got. It's not really giving us enough heat. It's not really giving us enough heat. We're at 42% risk of hypothermia now. It's not giving us enough heat, this. The heat output obviously has been modified. Okay, we're going to have to forget that. Oh, we've got a sprained wrist now. Just to add to our troubles. There's the cache! There's the cache! We've got the cache! It's there! Oh, what a relief! What a relief! Phew, that's the cache. Let's get inside this thing. Welcome to the cache. We've found it.
I could eat anything.
We have found it. Wonderful. Wonderful. Fantastic. This is the prepper cache. Wonderful. Okay, well, the one we found is the one with the food stash. So we are in pretty good condition. Down here, obviously, the temperature is better. And you can just see how much food there is. We've got candy bars. We've got beef jerky. We've got plenty of tins. Oh, yes. We've got plenty of water. finally now got coffee. We have some wood matches. We've got some tinder plugs. We do have the newsprint. There's another storm lantern. We've got even more foodstuffs. We've got more over here in MRE. We've got energy bars, candy bars, herbal tea, soda. Let me just light this torch since we've got it, because there might be something else down there that we've not seen. And indeed there is. We've got some beef jerky. We've got can opener, a whetstone, another can opener, an emergency stim, and an absolute
drop any of this gear.
ton of water. We also have a snare. Something in this filing cabinet. There isn't normally, to be fair, so let's have a quick look at some newspaper. Obviously we are encumbered, but it's not a problem. Another can opener, that gives us 3. Absolutely fantastic. Cool. So, what we can now do, we can't light a fire in here, but what we can do is get ourselves sorted out. So, we need to treat our wounds, so we might as well do that. Get that sorted. So, we are now hidden away. Our hypothermia risk is going down, but I don't want to go anywhere until it's got back to 0. We might as well just extinguish that lamp. Let's have a quick look at what we've got looted here then. Oh, we've got tons of stuff. If I organise this by condition, we've got loads. We've got 15 litres of water. That's just absolutely fantastic. Let's go ahead and drink our fill. And we may as well eat our fill as well. So let's eat the MRE, the lowest spec MRE, because that will bring our calorie count all the way up virtually. And we might as well go for one of these sodas as well. That'll just top it off. There we are. So that sorts all that out. Equipment wise, we've now got ourselves 3 can openers. We've got another storm lantern. Obviously we've picked up a snare as well and some other bits and pieces. We have got those rose hips and that old man's beard. We now have an emergency stim. Now this is something that I've never used. It gives a short burst of energy, but you'll then collapse afterwards. I've never actually used it. It's very much a last resort, but it's worth having it with you just in case. We may as well harvest all these down, because we're going to have to stay in here for quite a while to get our body temperature back up. So we might as well harvest these down. Get ourselves some more tinder. Obviously we picked some tinder plugs up as well, and we've now got some wood matches. Not many of them, so we'll keep those. That's the whole backpack. We're 6.6 kilos overweight, but that's not a problem. I mean, that is quite a bit, but it's not too much. And obviously I do want to get all this back to the base camp. I don't want to leave any of it here. But right now I am actually going to stay in the cache. I'm not going to go anywhere. It feels like 2 degrees. If we jump in the bed, it will improve things ever slightly. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to sleep probably for, let's see if it'll let me do 3 hours. That'll get my condition back up. My condition's dropped quite a bit. That'll get my condition back up, and it will also give me a warmth bonus, which hopefully will... Yes, there we are, fully warm. So we're actually now... We've gone from being in really bad shape to being in really good shape. So let's head back out. We'll leave the prepper cache, and we'll get back to camp office, and we shall offload and sort through our loot. Be absolutely fantastic. So that's a really good find. We've found the cache. I'm very happy with that. So there we are. We don't actually need to come back to the cache. We've raided it completely, but it will remain there, and we can jump back into it as an emergency bolt hole if we need one. Temperature out here is now much better. It's -6. It's gone quite misty. Weather out here, well, the weather here in the game is actually matching what it was like this morning. It was really misty this morning. Although there wasn't any snow. There was snow forecast, but we haven't actually had any yet. Okay, so I don't want to go down there. Can I get... Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Can I go back? Yeah, thank you. Don't really want to jump down into a pit of wolves. That's not generally a good survival methodology. So let's come around the top here. See if we can find our way back to base camp across the top of the hills so that we don't have to go through the walls. So make our way across the top. I'm actually really happy we found the cache. We've turned things around a little bit for ourselves. We've now got a good food stash, good water stash. We've got our condition all the way back up. We're feeling really quite good. We've gone from potentially being in trouble to now being really rather good. So I'm actually really happy now. Okay, so that's the only thing we're a little short of. Firewood, sticks particularly, we don't have many of. So let's pick some sticks up. If we see any birch bark around these two birch trees, that's quite good as well, because that makes really good tinder. Not really seeing any. That's a branch, can't be bothered with that. Is that a limb? That's a limb. Well, we've got hatchets, so we might as well break that down. We're already encumbered, so we might as well. Oh, it's not a limb. Oh, it is a limb. There we go. Let's break that down. Obviously, it's going to drop our temperature. Okay, that's cool. You used to have to pick that stuff up afterwards, but you don't have to now. It automatically puts it in your inventory. It's starting to go dark. We've got 4 hours of darkness, 4 hours of daylight remaining, but it is starting to go dark a little bit now. Snow is coming down. The temperature has dropped, so we're going to make our way towards camp office. I'm just keeping the railway line to my right. The weather has gone downhill. I'm keeping the railway line to my right, and then I know I'm heading towards camp office. And hopefully we can just come straight across. We don't have to drop down. Just got to be a bit careful that when we get there, we haven't got a really steep hill to drop down off. So probably try and keep it fairly low down so we don't go too high up that way. But we should be safer in theory up here because the wolves tend to hang around on the railway line. So
Feel numb.
yeah, don't worry about that. Let's holster that. We don't need to be holding that out. We're not using it. Okay, here we are then. So this is railway line. And camp office is just around this corner. So let's make our way down and then we'll just quickly sort through our loot. And then that'll be it for this video. Video number 6 in the Stalker series. First time I played Stalker. I mentioned this right back at the beginning of video number 1. I've not played Stalker mode before, so I've noticed a few things. The wolves obviously track you more and there's more of them. Although there may well be more of them anyway, because that could just be a game changer. Oh, actually, no, we haven't quite got to camp office yet. We're still a reasonable distance away from it. Have we even gone past derailment? There's derailment. So yeah, a few things slightly different. The fires seem to be harder to light. And
Die if I don't warm up soon.
oh dear, we're at risk of hypothermia again. Okay, let's. I can't sprint because I am quite heavily over encumbered. So I can't really sprint at the moment. We're on a little bit of an endurance mission now. We really, really want to make sure we get back to camp office. Really, really want to get there. The weather's gone downhill. It's gone very cold. We're at risk of hypothermia again. We really want to get back to camp office. It's just around this corner. Hopefully there won't be a wolf outside it. So we're not in the best condition to be fighting wolves because we're heavily encumbered. That will make it harder. Okay, nothing in evidence. Okay, I don't know what a hypothermia risk is. I'm not going to stop and look. I'm just going to keep pressing on for the door of camp office. I'm going to try and do a little bit of sprinting if I can. We're not really going any faster. We're going a bit faster, but not massively. I'm heading for the door. We have made it. There we are. So we're back at camp office, back at base camp. So hopefully we should be now back above freezing. So that should sort our hypothermia risk out. And we can do a pretty sizable decant of stuffs. So let's do this very quickly. So medical supplies, we don't need to be carrying that with us, but we will carry all the rest. Crafting items, I'm going to drop into here for now. We'll do a bit of crafting later. I'm going to drop those into there, and I'm going to drop those into there. I think there's any crafty tools, is there? No. Can openers I'll keep upstairs. I've got a rifle cleaning kit, haven't I? So let's, whatever that is, let's drop that. And we have a rifle round, and we have a whetstone, so we'll drop that. Drop all of that. And we also have a spare storm lantern, so we'll drop that. And that storm lantern, oh, I can't pick them up like that anymore, that's annoying. Just pick them up like that. That storm lantern can go there. And that whetstone, wheatstone, or whatever you want to call it, can go there. And that rifle cleaning kit can go with that one. And that rifle round can go there. We're actually in pretty good shape to start hunting, actually. I think we're all right now for other stuff, so let's head upstairs and sort out the... oh, hang on a moment. I'm terribly sorry. My phone is actually ringing. Okay, folks, sorry about that. We are back in the long dark again. That was just my phone, which I had to answer. So, let's just finish off what we were doing. So, we just need to offload some of our food cache. Let's get it organised by condition again. So, we want to keep the stuff that's in worse condition and then ditch the stuff that's in good condition, obviously. So we use up the stuff that's in bad condition first. Oh, we got so much, I think I'm actually going to fill this up, aren't I? Keep the cattails, and I can offload as much water as it's going to let me. Oops. Okay, I'm going to have to put that somewhere else. Let's just drop the water as bottles, and I'll pop it on the top. That's probably the best thing to do. So if we drop probably 12 litres of that water. Drop. So that's going to pop a whole load of bottles on the floor, and then we can pop up here out of the way. It's pretty awesome, this, actually, because it means we've basically got a whole load of free food and a whole load of free water. So that's going to really, really keep us going and let us explore. Whoops, daisies. Still a little bit clumsy doing this, but it's worth it because it makes everything nice and neat and tidy. Nice little feature when they introduce this into the game, I tell you. Right, okay, so what we're going to do now, this is basically going to be the end of the video, and whoops, we're just going to write in our journal. So I'm actually pretty happy with this. We've found the cache. That's what we set out to do at the beginning of the video. Ooh, I've left a bottle of water on the floor. We set out to find the cache. Let me just bring the what's it up so that we can properly write in it. So we are on still the 12th of November, because these two are, as always, being filled back to back. Oh, that went well. Let's try that again. 12th of November. We went in search of the prepper cache. Almost died of hypothermia. That's testing my spelling. Whoops, and my typing, and I got it wrong. Almost died of hypothermia. Twice. Went to Alan's cave. Found the cache. Returned with loot to camp office. So that's basically what we have done today, and it was very successful. So we set out at the beginning of the video to find the prepper cache, and we found it on our second location that I was looking for, which is quite handy really, because I don't actually know where any of the other locations are. They're the only two I know, so we actually got quite lucky there that it happened to be in the second one. So we found it. So next time, I don't really know what to do in the next video. We're in pretty good condition now, so I think what we'll probably do is build up our strength, get our condition right up to maximum, go out with the rifle, and do a bit of hunting, and we might go to the dam and go and meet the Fluffy. So yeah, so that might be what we do next time. We may go and meet the Fluffy. So thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you again very, very soon.